Hello everybody and welcome your faces back to CryptoJet, where today we're going to be talking about Cake or Pancakeswap. Now it's a very interesting project. We're going to cover the technical first and then move on straight to the fundamentals. Now something new that we've created is you can check the description for our Telegram channel link where I will be sending you more information about cryptocurrency in general and with the aim to give you the best possible projects and help you with your investments and generally spread knowledge about crypto so we can all benefit from this bull run together. Now, let's move on. So we can see Cake sitting at a price of about $40 at the moment. Quite big growth since its recent inception. Basically, it's a platform very similar to Uniswap that just runs on a different chain. So it's not on the Ethereum blockchain, it runs on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, let's plot out a few zones that we can see. I can see one important one right about here, around the $20 mark. Psychological zone, of course, it's around number. It was a little bit of a resistance to break through it, but it did with strong candles, after which it started acting as a support around the 18th of April of this year. Now, currently, it's sitting at an all-time high of around $40. And since we don't have a lot of data on this chart, we're going to move on to a lower time frame. So let's actually see what's going on here. We can see a very healthy growth, higher highs and higher lows throughout. Now, something we can do in these cases is plot a nice trend channel, let's say, that we can see is sort of being followed, being respected very nicely. Now, in case this coin does drop out of this trend channel, we can expect it to make a brief correction, right? So how does that look? You'll probably see somewhere around this point, if it does, since this is actually quite tremendous growth, of course, it's going to be static for a little second. So if we see in the future a red candle exiting this trend channel, it will probably signify a break of trend, which means that we are going to experience a little bit of a further correction. So this can look something like this. We can see a red candle, a retracement, and then a further correction into the next zone of support, which is somewhere around here, which we're going to plot out right now. So there we go. That's the next level of support. You see how the price is like bouncing off below it, then bouncing off above it. That's how we plot important zones of support and resistance. Now, one more important one is right about here. We can see a touch in this area. You can always modify your zones like this to get the most possible touches and acquire the most possible information in the actual chart. Now, for Pancakeswap, what do I see? In the long term, we can definitely see even larger growth, but the chart is so bullish right now that it is very hard to predict where the price will go. We're going to check on the market cap on it very soon when we take a look at the fundamentals, and I'll explain a little bit more as to how I expect this coin to grow in the future and the potential highs it can actually reach, because the project is it's basically a decentralized exchange, and these are getting more and more popular by the day. So let's move on to the fundamentals. So what exactly is Pancakeswap? Now, in the past few months, this has been such a fast bull run. I'm struggling to keep up with things. Basically, there's been a lot of these decentralized finance exchanges coming out, these decentralized exchanges that solve a lot of the issues that the current exchanges have. Now, one of these issues is of course, that the fees are lower and you don't have a middleman taking fees for every transaction. The other benefit is that there will always be liquidity as long as there is people on the network willing to join the liquidity pools, and everyone will want to join the liquidity pools because by staking coins, you can actually make money off of it, sort of like an interest on your funds deposited. Now, Pancakeswap is fairly new. It was created on the Binance Smart Chain, right? BSC. So there's Binance Smart Chain, there is the Ethereum chain, there is Holochain, there is Harmony. These are all different blockchain networks, right? So it was launched in September of 2020, and it's a decentralized exchange that uses permissionless liquidity pools that are run completely by algorithms. Now, this use of algorithms makes Pancakeswaps an automated market maker, which is why it is completely decentralized, right? So in the recent few months, we've had a lot of tokens that share these sort of bakery or food names. First, there was a Sushi Swap, then we had a Bakery Swap, and now we have Pancakeswap. Now, why did the developers choose to actually name them like this? it really doesn't matter because the functionality is there. So don't take this as a joke. These systems are actually quite robust. Now, it works something like a dividend yielding stock, more so than just going on a traditional exchange and exchanging. Or so what exchanges do basically is they match buyers and sellers at a price simply by market demand and supply, right? So I want a coin at this price, somebody is selling it at that price, and I will set a market order or I will buy it when the market reaches that price. Now, the difference here is that instead of buying from someone who's selling the token, you're actually buying from a liquidity pool from other people who are in the system already. So basically, for example, I could put in $1,000 into this Pancakeswap liquidity pool. In return, I will get an interest on these coins by actually staking it. Staking means just keeping it there and allowing it to be used by the network. In return, I will get an interest, which is it's sort of like yield farming as well. That's a different concept, but for keeping your money in the liquidity pool, you're incentivized to do so because you can earn reward in these pancake or cake tokens, right? So you're incentivized to keep your money inside, but you're also incentivized to use that whole platform. So how does it work? It's very simple. You go into the exchange, you want to swap a token from, let's say, bakery coin into anything pretty much. So one of these small, I don't want to say the S word, but S word coins, right? So you can swap pretty much anything with your wallet connected to it, and you will have the full utility of the whole thing. Now, these farms are yield farms basically. So by putting your coins into the yield farms, you can earn a certain amount of money over time. This is basically the new age of cryptocurrency mining. And as you can see, these returns are quite insane in the past period. And I suspect they will get lower in a little bit, but all of these decentralized finance projects and yield farming, they are onto something very, very good. So I will definitely cover this in another video because it's a bit more complicated as to how exactly it works. But essentially, if you want to put your coins in the liquidity pool, you can do so and you'll get a reward for it. If you want to actually use the exchange, you'll get rewarded for it as well, because you're going to end up paying a lower fee than using a normal exchange, and you'll have more options as to what coins you want to buy. Now, there's yield farming, there's these liquidity pools, there's lottery, collectibles, a lot of different stuff on the website, which we're not going to cover now. So I urge you to take a look at Uniswap, SushiSwap, BakerySwap, Pancakeswap. They're all very similar, but competitors to each other because they're on different, some of them are on different blockchain networks, and they provide you with different average price returns for different types of yield farming, right? That, and also potentially you can find different coins on the different networks. Now, that would be it for today. I really hope you guys will join our Telegram group because I'm trying to make something very, very nice out of it, and I'm trying to make a better bond in our community. So thank you for joining in once again. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.